Yeah, that's talking about this bus stop known as Al Maruf. There was an impediment early this morning.
Okay.
I guess it's still there because we've not had fresh
Any
update
reports?
about exactly.
Okay, I'm sure that they'll be giving us feeds within that end as well. But let's talk about the usual dark spot where we have motorist breakdown. At Jegule, it was tollgate. Any news from there this morning?
Not at all.
At all.
Amazing.
That would be nice if they're on holiday.
Maybe.
It would be nice.
Okay, but let's see if we can take this one coming in briefly. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning to
Yeah,
you.
wonderful morning.
A fantastic one.
This is traffic manager Kinde from the Marco.
Talk to us very quickly.
Yeah, thank you. I got from you and the road users of an impediment.
Okay.
Broken down for the dog at the my composter in what I go around the north.
Okay. Okay.
Hello?
Yes, go on.
Yeah, the truck is having a mechanical fault. Necessary agency has been called upon. Why I can assure you and the road users that truck shop has been put in place for proper traffic management within the corridor. But for now, there is a 40 feet personalized truck lying at my composter in what I go on the roundabout.
Okay.
Mechanical fault. Why effort is on.
So is it having any effect on the traffic coming from the rear?
For now, the traffic is good to go.
Okay.
Men are there and we're making sure that the road is free for the road users.
Okay. All right, then. Thank you so much.
Akinde, well done.
Yeah, my pleasure, sir.
Okay, then.
Morning, sir.
Good morning. All right, so that's what's happening within that particular corridor. Let's see if we can get there on time and also get it up. But it says,
well, yeah, you just called for a breakdown, too.
and so it's not really having so much effect.
Yeah, that's good news.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. All right, then let's talk about Apapa Oshodi Expressway. Any news? No news.
There is. We have Apapa. It's quite good, except for areas where we have alternations. That's where people have motorists will have slowdowns or delays, slight delays.
So let's talk about this one. It's a flat body trailer loaded with plywood that fell on its side at Last Protect roundabout, Inward Yano Solo. Yes, it's still on ground, although we have traffic managers very much at that location.
All right.
Managing the situation.
All right, so it's gradually winding up to become a build-up Tuesday.
Of course.
That's what it means.
That's what it means.
All right, we'll get more feeds from those corridors from time to time during the course of the program.
It's going to be a busy Tuesday, obviously.
It is. And today on Build Right, we're going to be talking a whole lot about Lasura. I don't know if you've heard about them. They're the Lagos State Urban Renewal Authority, Lasura. And one of the agencies under the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. And they are majorly responsible for regeneration of communities, blighted communities across Lagos, all the slums.
Slums, yes.
Yeah, that we have. They're the ones responsible for rebuilding and, turning them into a better habitat for living, so to say. So that's what the focus will be on this morning.
All right, and before then, we'll be doing newspaper headlines.
Right.
Yes.
Birthdays and all that. Daily is here with she has a bag of news.
As usual.
As we hit Christmas. Christmas is how many days away, by the way?
12 days.
12 days. So
Remember that rhymes?
talk to me.
The first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. In a pear tree. So it's come down. 12 days to Christmas.
Okay. And I hope you're counting down with some goodies.
Absolutely.
Because there's no way your true love will say to you these days without cash, right?
Abio.
Yes, sir.
All right. I don't know if your true love these days is coming from the central bank because the cashless policy is still very much in the air. And I don't know if Dele has got some news for us this morning on that.
Everybody is angry.
We are going cashless, right?
We are going cashless, but this new policy is just too sudden.
It's so sudden.
Too sudden, especially at this time.
I was just asking somebody at the bank yesterday. I said, so for POS people, the point of sales people,
It's going to be a
what is
huge
going to be the? It's also 20,000 naira maximum. That's okay. We'll continue to eat much more breakfast from time to time. All right, so that's going to be the menu this morning. Birthday profile, and of course our newspaper headlines, plus loads and loads of traffic updates as well. Those of you on the Lagos Ibadan Expressway, I understand you're smiling now, right? somebody was telling me, please get on your travel and get one free. So they are smiling now. Once the whole place become clogged, they begin to call me and be shouting traffic radio. But now it's time to rejoice. All right, we rejoice with you too. Since it's your moment of victory, we're also singing the victory song and doing the victory dance too. Yeah. All right, that's the way it's going to be looking like on the program this morning.
I know you feel like giving up, but keep on looking up and just trust. And know it's not as bad as it could be. I know you should.
Time really fast spent this beautiful morning. It's nice to have you tuned to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. All right then, so it is 12 days to Christmas and 18 days to wrap up the year. I hope we're still feeling very, very cool at the moment. And we're cruising on at an appreciable speed, armed with nothing but the vision to succeed on this wonderful day. You're welcome to Your Side Mirror. I've given you a rundown of what you should be expecting. Today, we're going to be reflecting on the built environment, making it much more safer, with emphasis on the Lagos State Urban Renewal Authority, LASURA. All right, then all that and much more, plus loads of updates, birthday profile as well. But right now, Delia Ganmo in the building. She's going to be taking us through the newspaper headlines, and I'll be back to connect with you shortly.
All right, to begin with this day newspaper, FG abolishes face mask at airports, relaxes COVID-19 rules. The federal government has abolished the wearing of face masks by air travelers, aircraft crew, and also cancelled COVID-19 PCR tests irrespective of vaccination status. The development was contained in the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority NCAA review of COVID-19 health guidelines for the aviation industry in the country, made available to the paper in Lagos yesterday. Moman, subsidy has diminished Nigerian institutions' capacity to deal with energy crisis. The Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria, Moman, has declared that Nigerian institutions now have diminished capacity to deal with the current local energy crisis, driven by the breakdown in petrol supply and distribution system due to long years of subsidy payment. Oman stated this in a statement yesterday during an online workshop for energy reporters, which centered on the need for deregulation of petrol pricing and the discontinuation of subsidy to encourage investments and competition in the downstream petroleum subsector. Sale of forfeited assets by EFCC opens in Abuja, Benin, Port Harcourt. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, yesterday said the ongoing sale of forfeited assets by the Commission through public auction, which began on December 6, 2022 at the Lagos command of the agency, continued yesterday with more zonal commands participating in the exercise. A statement by the Commission revealed that hundreds of potential buyers besieged the offices of Abuja, Benin, and Port Harcourt zonal commands of the Commission, where pictures of the items for auction were displayed for sighting by members of the public. Moving on to the Punch newspaper, withdrawal limits, POS operators, Falana head for court, Gbajabiamila faults Emefiele. Point of sale terminal operators and Lagos-based human rights lawyer Femi Falana have said they will sue the Central Bank of Nigeria if it fails to withdraw the new cash withdrawal policy limiting over-the-counter cash withdrawals by individuals and companies to 100,000 naira and 500,000 naira per week. The CBN had, in the memo introducing the policy, said third-party checks above 50,000 naira would no longer be eligible for OTC payment, while extant limits of 10 million naira on clearing checks still remained. Sanwo-Olu collects reprinted PVC as INEC begins distribution. The Independent National Electoral Commission on Monday started the nationwide distribution of permanent voter cards in all 774 of the Commission's local government offices. In an earlier statement, the Commission announced that it had fixed Monday, December 12, 2022 to Sunday, January 22, 2023 for the commencement of the collection ahead of the 2023 general elections. Moving on to the Vanguard newspaper, transport fares hit rooftop as fuel shortage lingers in Lagos, environs. Transport fares in Lagos and environs yesterday rose by more than 100% as the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, and oil marketers battled to find a lasting solution to the fuel shortage. This came as the Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria, Petron, yesterday faltered the 48-hour ultimatum by the Department of State Services, DSS, that oil marketers make premium motor spirit, PMS, also known as petrol, available for Nigerians. FG appoints 5 banks for disbursement of 278.5 billion naira CVFF. The federal government has appointed 5 commercial banks for the disbursement of the 278.5 billion naira Cabotage Vessel Financing Fund, CVFF, 17 years after it commenced collection of the funds. The banks will serve as primary lending institutions for the disbursement of the funds. Qatar World Cup presents Argentina, Croatia chance to earn better match statistics, now at par. The first FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 semi-final brings together 2 teams that reached the last 4 with dramatic penalty shootout victories. Croatia overcoming Brazil before Argentina knocked out the Netherlands. The teams are evenly matched historically, both in terms of matches overall, with 2 wins apiece and 1 draw. And at the FIFA World Cup, with 1 group stage victory each. Argentina prevailed 1-0 in 1998, while Croatia claimed a 3-0 success over Lionel Messi and Cole in 2018, with Luka Modric among the scorers. And the last one from Guardian newspaper. And the last set from the Guardian newspaper, comply with advertising code. Archon warns bloggers, skit makers. Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ARCON, has warned bloggers, skit makers and influencers to ensure compliance with the Nigerian Code of Advertising Practice. The Director General, Dr. Olalekan Fadolapo, stated yesterday that ARCON has received complaints on the advertising and marketing communications activities of skit makers, comedians, influencers, content creators and producers, bloggers, vloggers, etc. on digital media platforms. And lastly, Lawan begs El Rufai to persuade governors over stalled constitution review. Senate President Ahmed Lawan has urged Kaduna State Governor Nasir El Rufai to prevail on his colleagues to persuade their State House of Assembly to transmit responses on constitution amendment. The National Assembly in March passed 44 bills to amend some key provisions of the 1999 Constitution and transmitted the same to the 36 states for their endorsement or otherwise. Well, that's it. You can pick up a copy of any of the dailies. You go online to read more. Also, interact with us via our social media platforms: Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Traffic Radio 961, and follow me across social media at Dele Agadumo.
You've been good all year round, and now you deserve the best. The very best in the Airtel Home Broadband All-Time Mega Offer. Get a MiFi or router at 50% off and create beautiful moments this Yuletide. Visit any Airtel shop or www.airtel.com.ng/HBB. Have a wonderful Christmas with
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Reason this matter. Think of Obonge football with the greatest them. You fit enjoy Qatar 2022 games in Pidgin, Igbo, Yoruba and Hausa. This jolly now for everybody. Now so, it's the World Football Yakata. Sharp. Go get your good TV decoder. Go tenner. Plus 1 month jolly for 4,900 naira today. Jolly Yakata.
Organization of Nigeria.
Hooray! The Standard Organization of Nigeria, SON, is celebrating its 50th anniversary, featuring the exhibition of Mancap certified products. Hence, members of the public are cordially invited to celebrate the Golden Jubilee anniversary of this foremost regulator of standards in Nigeria. Date, 12th to 14th December 2022. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, LTV Complex, Latif Jakonde Road, Agidingbi, Ikeja, Lagos. Come and see quality made and certified Nigeria products, as well as do business with genuine manufacturers under one roof. For further inquiries, dial 0803 337 8217 or 0803 313 9563 or 0803 313 9563. Announcer, Mrs. Talatu Itan, Director Lagos Operations, and Mrs. Yeshide Akilabi, Director Southwest Operations. Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, improving lives through standards.
This information we want here now for you and everybody waiting for the building industry. As a candidate join hand with waiting law they relate put onto regulation and registration of construction companies, block molders, and manufacturers of building and civil engineering construction materials. We consign paint, steel, aluminium, nails, and even others, etc. The Lagos State Materials Testing Laboratory, now they call all producers and manufacturers. Where this matter they touch so for body, they make una show face come register with the agency without delay. If you fail to register, you don't go against section 20, subsection 1 of the agency law. And those will be grab, hey, they go chop fine. Plus, even say we go close their office for period when no reduce from 6 months at all. Oh yeah, nah, you don't go like today for the right side of the law. Make you follow join hands with the Lagos State government. So say we built environment, go carry safety for head. For more information, I beg call with free of charge line 080-000-LSMTL or 0705-889-0232. Make you enter with zona offices for Limosho, Lekki, Ekpe, Badagry, and Ikorodu. We head office at Tandagriba for Public Works Corporation Yard, Ojodu Beja. Nigeria. We email now likematerialstest@gmail.com or make you enter our website www.lsmtl.lagostate.gov.ng. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe na engineer Funsho Elulade, General Manager, Lagos State Materials Testing Laboratory. They remind you now to rush, go register now.
Are you looking for a first-class citadel of learning for your children? Your place of choice should be Prudent Schools, located in the Central Business District, Yaba. Advantages include small classes and one-to-one teachers, co-educational day schools only, Montessori and British syllabus, including Checkpoint and IGCSE, plus well-trained teachers. Please call us on or visit our website. Prudence Private School, 20 McNeil Road, Yaba. Prudence City College, 16 Montgomery Road, Yaba. Telephone +234-803-319-2641 or +234-806-2820239. Email prudenceschools@gmail.com, www.prudenceschools.sch.ng. You'll be specially welcome to where dreams are nurtured and visions are kept.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Hey! Zabu, zabu, enyimba,
Beautiful song there. Let's get back to the roads and keep you going this wonderful Tuesday morning. Of course, you know how it is. We did tell you, those of you navigating through the 3rd Mainland Bridge, it's a high influx sighted, lots of vehicles making use of that corridor, but no major worries. The entire stretch of the bridge, slow and steady, but it's looking good. Taking you through the Ajasa Command End, Ekoro, and adjoining corridors like Ilepo, Ianomero, still looking good, but movement inwards Agbelikale, also good as well. And then inwards Ilewe, we have it a little bit slow. Yes, we have some delays there due to traffic light alternation, but it's well programmed. Of course, we have some backlog within that particular corridor. Movement inwards Command is looking good, but it's also busy at the intersection. Movement connecting Dog Center and Gospel, Ikonla, Ujudu, looking pretty good to Adefemi, where you have some delays due to traffic light alternation. Total filling station at Idiroko, inwards Okay, that end is also you're having it slow and steady at that particular point, especially as you navigate through that corridor right now. All right, then we'll be getting you more feeds from time to time, and we'll be letting you into the latest gist as it relates to your movement all through Lagos this wonderful morning.
Need to navigate through the nooks and crannies of Lagos and beyond with ease? You're right on time with us. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, your driving companion.
All right, then, so let's do some birthday celebration this morning. For those who are born on the 13th of December, we wish you the very best. And first on my list, I've got Kemi Alex, who is the staff with the Ministry of Information and Strategy. Kemi, we wish you well on this wonderful day. And we say a big, big birthday shout out to you as you turn a new age. We wish you well. And we pray that this year finds you a better person too. Taiwo Olakpade is a friend of the house, seasoned broadcast journalist with Inspiration FM Lagos. Big shout out to you. We wish you well. Sunday ODJ is equally celebrating. Happy birthday to you. Rita Nwanze, today is your day. Happy birthday to you too. Abiola Lawani is celebrating as well. Sheikh Abdul Rahman Al Walal of Nadwat. We wish you well as you turn a new age. Azizat Oladayo, aka Akewi, is celebrating. Happy birthday to you. Reverend Jonathan Nicole is a former president, Shippers Association, Lagos State. We wish you well as you turn a new age on this wonderful day. We pray that God will continue to be with you in all fronts. Miriam Abolanle Fashikwe is celebrating too. Happy birthday to you. Temitokpe Abiola, today is your day. And Olatunji Temitokpe of Midwealth, we wish you well. Who else we are celebrating on this wonderful day? Aragbada Babatunde Olawale is, of course, Director of Recruitment and Appeals Directorate at the Civil Service Commission. We wish you well on this wonderful day too. Olateju Titilayo Janet, of course, you are Senior Executive Officer, Career Management Department of the Local Government Service Commission. These guys are always representing Local Government Service Commission. All right, big shout out to you on this wonderful day. Who else we are celebrating? Mrs. Obi Ugbo Chima is clocking 50 today, and I understand that you are Chief Public Relations Officer for NIMASA. All right, Madam Obi, happy birthday to you. We wish you well, and we pray that God will continue to surprise you in many ways. Emmanuel Inam, aka White, is celebrating. I understand you are brother to Adaobi State Treasury Office. All right, then. Happy birthday to you too. Who else we have celebrating? All right, the list is pretty long, but let's get on the dance floor right now to do the dance for all our December 13 bonds. We wish you the best of this day. We say congratulations, and this year will find you a better person in terms of God's blessings in your life.
The mix and the beat. Oh yeah, come and see what the Lord has done. He bought my bread for water to wine. So tell me why I don't go praise you, Lord. Cause now you ready make me to shine. The hand of Jesus, the hand of Jesus. I got you cool, the hand of Jesus. I walk off God.
13th of December, the 347th day of the year. And if you count like we usually do, it means we have barely, how many more days? Barely 18 more days to hit the finish line and wrap up the year 2022. And if you listen, or perhaps if you're liking our journey this year to a relay race, then you'll know certainly that we are on the last lap, getting ready to hit the finish line. And certainly, when you get to that point in life, you draw on your reserved energy and determination to ensure that you come out top. So this morning, as you hit the finish line of the year, please just continue to be resolved, be resolute. You still have lots in terms of what you can do to harness the immense opportunities that the capital God has for you. God has allocated to us all 24 hours, right? So equal measure he has given to us. But it is what you do with time that really matters. You're most welcome to Build Right, your one-stop diary for the built environment in Lagos. Every Tuesdays, 9:15, Build Right takes you on an excursion through the built environment using the time, talents, and treasures of professionals as crucial lifelines for the attainment of a well-planned city. The program is an initiative of the Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. The ministry, which is responsible for initiation, formulation, and implementation of physical planning and urban development policies of the Lagos State government. It's nice to have you join us. My name is Victor Oteri. All right, then, so on today's edition of the program, we are taking you through the world of the Lagos State Urban Renewal Authority, LASURA, to reflect on its mandate and how far it has come in terms of gathering data and statistics in the physical and urban development space of Lagos. All right, then, so we'll be connecting you with a department under this agency to highlight its role in the fulfillment of the mandate given to this all-important agency. These are many more. Will be part of the menu only if you can keep us company from now through 10 o'clock. But first things first, let's have a word from the ministry and we will be back.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Plan and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estates and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Their Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling, or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the State Operative Development Plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP UD app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Igbega Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Ajumosheni, announcer, Lagos State Government.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Build Right is the program, and we are having another installment of this program that is aimed at ensuring that we have a well-planned Lagos when we talk about the physical and urban space. And it is an initiative of the Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. And the entire members of the ministry, they are bringing you glad tidings at this season. And so they are telling you to drive with care as you move from one location to the other, and ensure that if you are going to be building during this period, ensure you get the right things, all right, the right materials and the right details too. And for you to do that, please go to the Play Store and the App Store to download the app of that ministry, okay? It's called the MPPUD app, all right? Just search for MPPUD app, and then you can download it to get the right information that is needed. Let's see what's happening on the road. You heard from Fadipe not too long ago a broken down loaded tipper at Koshofe in what K2. Of course, it's not really adding so much, but it's affecting you. But he's saying that the service lane is still very much available for your movement as you drive through that corridor. So take note of that. You can still make use of the service lane. And if you stay at the rear at mile 12, you might want to negotiate through underneath the bridge at mile 12, and then you can drive straight down through Ajelogo, and from there to link up with Alakwere to proceed on your journey. Another impediment to report, Akinde, not too long ago, also talked about the Egbeda Akunwojo corridor, and it says there's a broken down vehicle at Mycom bus stop in what's Akunwojo roundabout. Not so much effect on the traffic at the moment, but they are working on it to ensure that it gets evacuated quickly. Let's see any other locations before we switch gears, and then we can take that to the next level. All right, then some of you are connecting with us. This one says, good morning, traffic radio. I've been on a standstill around Isolo, Mushin Road. And it says, please, what's the cause of this traffic? All right, we had an impediment around that corridor earlier on. I think there's a fallen articulated vehicle just by, is that the last protect or so? All right, but the traffic managers there will keep us posted. That's the reason why you're having it pretty slow driving through that corridor. All right, then traffic update from the mile 2 end. Apple Junction roundabout, it's moving traffic. Second Rainbow inwards mile 2, very, very busy. Down to Festac side, it's totally slow. And then descending down mile 2 bridge inwards Orile is slow. This is due to tankers and containers occupying one lane of this. That's the service lane, which is very much in use. Do not forget, we have construction work ongoing on both inwards and outwards of the main carriageway if you're heading towards mile 2. Alakija underneath the bridge, we have construction ongoing there as well. And then the main express is pretty busy with loads of activities of tankers in which, we have movement which is very, very slow in terms of the traffic situation. All right, there was a broken down tanker by another truck which got hooked up to it. This is inwards Oshodi. And so mile 2 bridge is totally at a breakdown at the moment inwards Oshodi. But of course, we'll be getting more updates from the traffic managers within that corridor as well. Quickly, let's take you through the Ikorodu end. Ogolonto traffic is very, very calm at the moment. And let me see. Total filling station at Idiroko inwards Ogolonto is dispensing fuel, but one lane policy has been created so that traffic can flow very well outwards and inwards that particular corridor. But no major worries if you're driving through that end right now. Okay then, so having done some house cleaning duties in terms of the information that you need to move from one location to the other, let's sink our teeth into the conversation this morning on Build Right. We're looking at urban renewal in Lagos, the Lasura blueprint, and joining me to shed light on that, town planner Emmanuel Adebola Owokade. Of course, he's the Director, Research, Statistics and Evaluation for the Lagos State Urban Renewal Agency, Lasura. Nice to have you in the building. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right. You are much welcome to Traffic Radio.
Thank you.
All right. Now, some time back, the general manager was here. That was during the first quarter of this program. But let's do some refreshing of memories this morning. So what's the mandate given to Lasura?
Well, thank you. The mandate given to Lasura is implementation of state government policy and programs on urban regeneration, urban renewal, continued identification of study of area due for urban renewal, drawing up of schemes, renewal programs, then directing and monitoring all resettlement schemes and redevelopment.
All right. Is it a new agency, or how long has it been in existence?
It's not a new agency.
It's been around for so long.
30 years now.
30 years. I think I remember the general manager talked about that in 1991.
1991, exactly.
That you guys were set up.
Yes.
So let's just, you've been talking about urban renewal. So educate our listeners this morning. When we say urban renewal, what are we talking about?
When we talk about urban renewal, we are referring to urban area, decay portion, area that have been run down.
Okay.
And that new regeneration, renew.
Okay. So you're trying to transform
exactly
those communities into a newer form.
Exactly, livable environment that is conducive for human habitation.
Right. And how many of such places have been identified in Lagos?
So far, we have identified 169 communities.
Wow. For urban regeneration?
For urban regeneration, and we have mapped out 47.
Okay.
47 are the one that, yes, we have the maps.
At the moment?
At the moment.
But the others are not properly mapped yet?
Yes, we need to confirm, carry out some drone mapping, the size, the location. You know, there's some criteria we use to identify slums. So, and these indices, we have a blueprint that we are using, the Urban Renewal Guide.
Right.
Being done by UK and Future City Nigeria in collaboration with Lagos State government. These are the things, these are the instruments that we use to identify these slums communities.
Right. Now we have 169 communities that have been earmarked, right? Earmarked for urban regeneration. But are they the same? Are they the same thing as the slums?
When we are
or slums are quite different.
You know, when we are talking of slums, when we are talking of slums, we are talking of a residential area that have been decayed, run down, and densely populated, no access to sanitation, no access to the community, no waste disposal system in that community. So the housing is dilapidated.
So those are quite different from this 169 that you've mentioned, right? Or they are part of it.
They are part of it.
Okay, but how many?
We have just collate them
together,
and we are mapping them out to determine their size, their locations, and what type of communities they are in terms of population, in terms of assessment need. What is the problem of this community? Is it road? Is it access to water? Is this access to urban infrastructures? These are the things that and these are areas that is highly prone to crime.
Let's talk about some of those areas quickly. Can you just give us some of the examples of the communities that have been earmarked for urban regeneration, urban renewal, and how far have we gone in that regard, courtesy of Lasura's intervention?
Okay, so far, the one volatile one is the one in my Lasu area.
Okay.
That is Ojo, very close to Lasu, Hausa community.
Right.
This area is very volatile, high crime. When they are coming from the north, they settle in 2 or 3 areas. My 12, then the one in my 2, my Lasu area.
Okay.
That is Hausa community there.
Right.
I will name the name now.
Okay.
This area are volatile. Immediately they are coming, they will come with trailers and everything. And the communities is, the rent there is between 100 naira, 50 naira per room.
Wow.
Just chalets. Just where you can lay your heads and put it on. It's made up of makeshift.
Right.
And this area are very volatile.
Okay. So the Lagos government has identified those places as a place that they can regenerate.
Yes, my 12, we have Makoko. That one had been on the waterfront there by the Third Mainland Bridge.
Right.
We have Alausa here. We have
we have a community within the Alausa.
Yes, Alausa is one of the part of the 42 identified slum community by SS Lavalin.
Wow.
And that the Alausa here has been commissioned for urban the consultants who are working on it. They are coming up with a plan to upgrade this settlement.
Right.
We have very close to your station here.
That's the Alausa community?
No, not Alausa community.
Okay, the one in Ikeja?
Not Agidimbi.
Okay,
Yes.
Yes,
you
sir.
see when you are coming from this Acme, there's a road that you pass through one road. You see
That's very true.
road sharing the building. When you come out from the building, you hit the road
Straight up.
straight off. But that one is being upgraded due to urban regeneration, urbanization. People are selling their houses, buildings are coming up. That one is having a little portion of slum area,
Okay.
inclusive of Alausa here.
Right.
Then we have Olushosun. We have at Surulere too.
Okay.
So many of them.
So all these areas that have been earmarked for renewal
Yes.
and regeneration, so to say.
Yes.
Let's talk about those ones that Lasura has been able to bring intervention. Can we just mention some of these? What are the projects that Lasura has been able to, intervene, so to say?
The first one they did was Olale Ekponri, where we have 24 dwelling units. 24 dwelling units. That one has been done quite a long time.
Okay.
Then we have the one that's recently done by past governor of Lagos State.
Okay.
That is Salegongon.
Oh, okay.
Salegongon is one of the slum area that have been regenerated, and we have phase 1 is 95% completed,
Right.
and phase 2 at the foundation stage. And this is going to accommodate about 48 community family units.
Housing units, right?
Family units, yes.
Okay.
Family units, not housing units.
So
Family.
when you say family units, what are we talking about here?
That is household.
Okay.
Wife, husband, and children. That is one unit.
Oh, okay.
And that area of land is 2,000 plus, and having 48 family units. That is what is called, this type of strategy is called land pooling system. It's the best form of urban regeneration. Then you will develop a slum area up, high-rise.
Okay, you build a high-rise building.
Yes,
that can
high-rise
accommodate like 48 families.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And under a small portion, that plot, if we are to divide it, it will be 3 plots. A plot is 648 square meter.
Right.
When you multiply it around 2, when you have 2,000 plots, that is 3 plots and some this thing.
So you build a high rise on it that can accommodate many families.
And that is the only strategy that can, because of the shortage of land in Lagos.
That's right.
We can go high. All this Lagos Island area, we can go as high as 11 floors, 13 floors, 20 floors. So when we generate that, we are reducing, mopping up family, bringing them up in a very livable environment conducive for human habitation.
All right. So for those kind of facilities, what are the things that we'll be having there? What are the amenities that they will have to ensure that that place becomes livable?
This is an inclusive community. In that community, we have community halls at the 8th floor. All the community, whether they're having social gathering, it's within.
Wow.
They will not go outside the building.
Okay.
And the premises. And that is inclusiveness. And when they want to dry their clothes, they have area we can they can dry their clothes.
Okay.
And parking we have first floor, second floor, ground floor for parking.
Oh, that has also been planned too.
Yes. So it's an inclusive.
So when we say high rise now, how many floors are we talking about?
We are talking about 11 floors.
11 floors, 12 floors, all right.
11 floors.
Okay, so those are some of the regenerative projects which the Lagos State government is bringing on board.
Yes.
Which other areas do we have planned in Lagos?
Government is having plan on Adeniji Adele area. The estate there, you have phase 1 to 4 is being proposed for regeneration. And that is, we are having an in-suit planning whereby the community those who are living there will not be relocated into another place.
Okay.
But the building, they will have an high-rise building whereby all the communities will be, all the families that are there will be housed in the same Adiniji Odele, while the developer will make use of the land, and Lagos State government is having the land as an equity, so that the developer will have portion that he will do for commercial, while those inhabitants will be accommodated. It was in the olden days where we have this a vision, this thing, force a vision.
Okay.
It's not that. Lagos State is not having that in its urban renewal program. We plan with the people. We have a stakeholder with them, carry them along at the planning stage up to the final stage.
Right.
And those who are being displayed are being habilitated. We have a resettlement scheme that have been earmarked. We have resettlement camp at Iba.
Okay.
We have at Amuwo. So that when we are having this program,
you can now resettle them in those places.
And God had, the governor too has also approved that every scheme being designed by NTDA or Lands Bureau, we should have a resettlement scheme there. Earmarked for Lasura.
Wow.
We have for Badagry, we have at Ibejuleki, it has been approved for our resettlement scheme. Whenever we have program, we relocate the affected people into that scheme.
Wow.
So that after the development or regeneration of that scheme,
they can now
bring them back to their community.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. If you're wondering who I'm speaking with this morning, I've got town planner Emmanuel Adebola Owokade. He's the Director Research, Statistics and Evaluation for the Lagos State Urban Renewal Agency, Lasura. We're going to take a break right now. When we return, he's mentioned some urban regeneration projects. What are the socio-economic importance these projects will be having all the citizens of Lagos? And you, if you know that you can identify any community that you feel needs regeneration, you can talk to me on the program and bring it to his attention. Okay? He has mentioned about, he has said the Lagos State government has about 169 communities in Lagos.
Still counting.
And still counting. So if you know anyone that you feel is not added for this regeneration project, you can call us as well on 080-99-120-777 and 09153-877127. A brief break. We'll be back.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Plan and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development? Do you know that you must obtain a planning permit and authorization to commence the construction of your building? Do you also know that you require state certification and certificate of completion for building construction in Lagos State? Estate developers must obtain layout approval before developing their estates and obtain full planning permit after the expiration of a provisional planning permit. Their Lagosians, do not carry out unapproved renovation, remodeling or demolition. Do not break the seal on an enforced property. Do not obtain fake planning permits and do not abandon uncompleted buildings. Do not break the law. Build right in accordance with the state operative development plans. Let's work together to make Lagos a sustainable smart city of choice. For more information, download the Lagos State MPP UD app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Àjùmọ̀ṣe Announcer, Lagos State Government.
Greater Lagos is rising, rising, rising. The Greater Lagos is rising, rising, rising.
From just another state in the world's most populous black nation, through resilience of our spirits, a Greater Lagos is rising.
Through the boldness of our visions, our blue and red real systems are coming. We are Lagosians, we are strong. Our Greater Lagos is rising, rising, rising. The Greater Lagos is rising, rising, rising.
We are building the new Lagos home.
Digital economy is emerging, driven by innovation and technology.
Through audacity of our inspiration.
Our greater Lagos is rising, 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 rising. Greater Lagos is rising, rising, rising.
Together we will re-elect. Come on.
Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu as a governor. Him no fuss can stop us. No one can deny that we are rising to the top. Our greater Lagos is rising, rising, rising. Our greater Lagos is rising, rising, rising.
Re-elect Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu as Governor, Lagos State.
Greater Lagos.
Rising.
APC.
Progress.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Build Right is the program. We're still very much on track and we are moving on this beautiful morning. All right, then. So the caller that I was talking about, slowness around the solar end, it says due to there's an accident at Laspotec roundabout inwards in Yanoi Solo. But evacuation very much in progress. That's the reason why you're having it pretty slow driving through that end. If you're heading to the island, the Third Milan Bridge is still very available, even though you have it slow and steady all through the stretch of the bridge, but no major worries. Also, we did talk about a flat-bodied trailer with plywood that fell at Laspotec roundabout, all right, connecting Yanosolo. That's the reason you're really having it pretty slow within that particular corridor. All right, then. So on Build Right, I still have with me in the studios, I have town planner Emmanuel Adebola Uwukade, who's a Director, Research, Statistics and Evaluation for the Lagos State Urban Renewal Agency, LASURA. All right, then, let's get back to this. You mentioned some of the intervention projects that LASURA is bringing aboard. Yes. Let's talk about the social economic importance of all of this to those who are residents of these communities. How important are these regeneration projects?
Well, the importance of this regeneration project is to bring a conducive environment that is conducive for human habitation, accessibility, create employment, closer to job opportunities. And this environment, when the environment is regenerated, right, you have good roads, good drainage, street lights. All these amenities make life conducive for human habitation.
And it also transforms the city as well.
Transform the city.
All right, let's see if we can expand this discuss beyond the studios to have your input as well. 08099120777. If you know of any community in Lagos that you feel has not been identified as part of those ones that should be regenerated or transformed, as the case may be, you can bring that to us and bring that to the attention of my guest this morning. Since the Lagos State is working on so many of these communities, we have slums. About 43 of them have been identified and being transformed at the moment. Hello there, good morning.
Good morning, my name is Mola Shade. On the third mainland, there is a bus burning down.
Okay. Fola Shade. Third Milan Bridge, where inwards where now?
Yes, right now it's burning and I backlog the traffic way down.
All right, so Fola Shade, I need you to tell me, is it inwards the island or inwards the mill?
Inwards the island.
On the Third Milan Bridge?
Yes.
Okay then.
Just about, I think, about entering the village area.
Oh, okay. All right. We've taken note of that. Thank you so much for that information, Fola Shade.
All right.
Okay then, so Lasma, that's the traffic managers there. Let's see how we can get to that point. And emergency responders, Lasema, your attention is needed. Fire service says a burning bus on the Third Milan Bridge. Let's see how we get there on time to also bring some succor this beautiful morning. 0809-912-0777. If there are other communities that you feel requires the attention of the Lagos State government for regeneration or for urban renewal, you can bring that to the attention of my guest this morning. All right? Let's see how you can do that. Okay? 09153877127. Numbers that you can call 09153877127, or the usual number, which is 08099120777. 08099120777. Those are the numbers that you can connect with us. And you can also send a message, okay, via WhatsApp. Let's see if we can have your input. All right, so let's look at the efforts and, of course, the strategies that your agency have been deploying to put in place, some kind of things to prevent the spread of even slums in the state. What are the initiatives that you're doing to ensure that some communities that are already existing do not degenerate into slums?
We have what is called slum prevention strategy. This slum prevention strategy is to prevent upcoming slum communities. So we arrest them at their emerging at infancy stage.
Okay.
And when we do that, we make sure that other ones are not coming up again.
So when you say strategy, how does that work? You go into those such places, do you monitor them? What
yes, we go into source, we capture them. And okay, like the one very close to us here at
Agedingbi.
Not Agedingbi.
Alausa.
At Allen area.
Okay.
That area is a slum community, but they encroach into another man's property.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, we visited the place, and that place was
I think there's a place in Ikeja. What's it called?
Monkey Village.
What do you call it?
Monkey Village.
Okay, Monkey Village.
I think the owner of the property take possession of that property. That's to reduce the size of the slum.
Okay.
And by so doing, they have to move from that area to another area. That is squatting. You call them squatters. They encroach into another man's property when it's being allowed undeveloped, and that we call regeneration of slums.
All right.
And what causes these slums is rural-urban migration.
People are always migrating.
Yes. And failures of government, other state governments. When a government cannot take care of the lower income, they will be forced to move to urban area where they can get white collar jobs.
And Lagos is always at the receiving end.
Yes.
How come people are not migrating out of Lagos to that state?
It's not possible. Lagos is a mega city, and is a city that accommodates all.
All right, let's take this call. Hello there, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Please turn down the volume of your radio.
I have put it off already.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Cornelius Adewale.
All right, Cornelius Adewale, quickly, let's have your input.
Yes. I have 3 areas in mind. I don't know whether they are already in the plan of Lagos State government. I just want to mention the area.
All right, go ahead.
The first area is when you are going on the Mobolaji Bank Anthony Road, and you get to police barracks or something on the right before customs.
Okay.
Behind that police barracks,
right,
there is a slum, serious slum.
Okay.
And it links, that slum leads to somewhere around to connect Okwebi Road, where there is this Adebola house or something.
Right.
I don't know whether you can get the picture of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we have captured it.
Yes,
we have captured it.
It has been captured.
It has been captured.
Okay, that's the first. What's the second, quickly? What's the second one?
The second one is Agege, opposite the new, Agege, that's where Agege Market is.
Okay.
Agege Market. That is, if you are going from Ogba Road to the end of Ogba Road up to Agege, that Agege Market, that place leads to Moshalashi Alaja, blah, 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 or something.
Oh, okay.
That is also a slum.
Okay.
Captured.
And the third one is Ipodo Market.
Ipodo. Yeah. That was the name I was looking for, actually.
Ipodo.
That was the name I was looking for, Ipodo.
yes. I don't know the correct pronunciation.
All right.
Well, so those are the three places in my mind.
All right.
I want to know whether they are already in the plan, and if they are fine. If they are not, let our guys please put these ones in the plan, because these are areas that are center for people who travel from different areas to see.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Cornelius Adebayo, for that one. Cornelius, okay. Adewale, thank you.
Is an old politician.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, so you said you have all these places, they have been captured?
Let me respond to Ipodu is one of the slum community that have been captured earlier by SNC Lavalin, Opodo 42 slum community, and one of them have been removed totally. That was Morocco.
Okay.
So remaining 41 of the old, but Ipodo had been captured, and presently the road have been rehabilitated.
All right, quickly, I have this one here. It says, please, I'd like your guest to tell us if they have plans for Ijora Badia. This is coming from Aziz.
Yes.
Do you have plans for that?
Yes, Ijora Badia. Yes, we have plans for Ijora Badia.
All right. Sadiq Yusuf is also connected with us. He's a live motorbike reporter, and it says parking and reloading of the spilled content of the loaded flat body trailer at Laspotec roundabout is ongoing at the moment. Motorists are using counterflow presently within that area. All right, thank you so much, Sadiq Yusuf. We have to go really, but what's your message as we depart the program in 30 minutes? What's the message you have for our listeners this morning?
Well, the message I have for our listener is that we have to collaborate with the communities. Whenever they see any community, they should get across to us, because identifying slum community is a collective effort.
Right. Okay.
And government can also, Lagos government have been assisting in making sure the slums are reduced through the empowerment programs the government is embarking upon.
All right, then. So he's talking about collaborative efforts. So please get to the ministry that allows Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, and you get the best. All right, then we have to go. The program this morning has been produced by Folashade Adirimo. Maximum thanks to Adetola Akinsoya, Chief Public Affairs Officer for the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. Same also to Sanusi Mukaila, who's the Director Public Affairs for that ministry. Ebonla Adiola Olagoke we're saying a big shout out to you. She's Assistant Director Public Affairs for Lasura, and she's been part of the program this morning. All right, then, maximum thanks to our executive producer Tayo Akonle. Next week Tuesday, Bill Wright returns. But till then, I remain yours, Victor Oteri. Have a pleasant day. I'm out. See you very much within.
Dear Lagosians, the vision of making Lagos a sustainable and resilient state through community regeneration and inclusive physical planning begins with building right. We all have a role to play in achieving this vision in line with the Lagos State Urban and Regional Plan and Development Law of 2019 as amended. Do you know that before buying a land or building on it, you must check for the permissible use from the Ministry of Physical Planning